So, Pranav, given this mix of sectors, mix of players that we have in your fund, and it's a very diversified approach. I was reading somewhere, uh, is it diversification or is it diversification? I think it was somewhere in the ET article or something a day or two back. So, is there a limit to which an investor should diversify his portfolio, or what do you think is the ideal if I'm creating a small cap portfolio, a component of my portfolio, a small cap portfolio for an investor? Of course, the primary go-to will be go to a mutual fund which is doing well and allocate your money to that fund, and don't try to break your head over investing in individual stocks yourself as an investor. That would be the right thing to do. But of course, we do have a lot of investors who have their own, funds which they would like to dabble with a little bit. In which case, what do you think would be the ideal number of small cap companies to hold in a portfolio of maybe say 3 or 4 crores? If someone has a 4 crore worth of portfolio, what do you think should be the small cap component over there?
See, what I've learned a bit from Stalwarts, and believe me, I manage public money, so I am not an expert to talk on this. So that is my first disclaimer. But it is always better to invest in companies you understand rather than have a over diversification, if I have to use the term. So I don't want to come to an ideal number because I really don't know what an ideal number is. Rather than that, stick to the conviction, stick to companies or businesses which you understand, and then take sizable portion or bets on those businesses. I think that is a kind of a better outcome, because for an individual who wants to generate wealth or who wants to generate much superlative, alpha, I think a diversified strategy may not play out. There is a risk associated to being concentrated, but if the end outcome is to generate wealth, then I think sticking to a few names, and I'm not gonna restrict myself to a number here, because that's not my forte. It is better to have ownership in a very few concentrated bets which you understand the business.
And staying on it and staying invested.
Yeah, and stay investing on it,
That's the
and
secret sauce.
understand the guiding post as to why you invested. Is it more to do with a macro? Is it more to do with the company's own bottom up thing, or is it more to do with a structural change? And then based on that, the selling discipline actually is important. Otherwise, if the story is playing out just because certain becomes a tad expensive, I think there's no point in churning the portfolio a lot.